guys, Wolf here with another RailRoads online video. Today we're going to work on the line that goes to the smeltery, and I recorded the whole thing in like one sitting. I was working on it for a while, and then I just couldn't do it, so then I got on the next day, started working on it, and made the whole track in one sitting, and I recorded all of it for you guys. So it's going to be in a hyperlapse because it is a really long, it'll make this video like 2 hours long. I ain't doing that. And then we're going to take Betsy to move all of these cars into our switches. They're just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of the line here. And we have all these brand new switches that I built last night. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in there with Betsy once we get back from that hyperlapse with the smeltery line. And then with that hyperlapse, I'm going to be putting a fall counter on it because I did fall off the track several times. It was annoying. You'll see my solution to fixing that. But I want you guys to put in the comments how many times you think I'm gonna fall in this video. I'm predicting 10. I have not watched the footage yet to go see how many times. I don't remember how many times. So 10 could be right, 10 could be wrong. You guys guess, and let me know down in the comments below. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the hyperlapse. So did you guys end up guessing correctly? Was I right? Well, while you guys were watching that, I was getting Betsy warmed up and ready to go. She's now got pressure. We're good to go with Betsy and start switching these cars into the siding. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Oh, Davis is sitting right there. Good old engine. Alright. Take off that brake and we'll give her some reverse. So we're going to be switching all these cars into the siding because they're kind of all just sitting in the way, and it's kind of making it a hassle to come in here and pick up a set of cars or whatever we want to do. So I'm going to be moving them in and splitting them up so that way I can just come in and pull a long train of the tier 2s or pull a train of the tier 1s. Why are we not going in reverse? Brakes are off. There we go. Alright. Now that we're rolling, we could probably cut her to like 11. We don't want to be going too fast because that end of that thing is a siding, like the little switch lever, and I don't want to break it. And plus, we are all the way back there, so it's not going to take us long to get to that switch. Because this is a long train. We've got a lot of tier 2s. We've got a lot of tier 1s. We've got more tier 2s over there that we've got to put with these tier 2s. So, no, Betsy. So we just want to kind of keep an eye on it and make sure we're not going to be derailing into nothing. It is kind of a long switch, specifically designed for this long of a train. Or at least all the tier 1s, hopefully. If not, we'll have to put them in the second siding. The outer two sidings, they were longer. Way longer. Are we not going to have enough juicy to get back? We've got a little bit to go. Come on, Betsy. Just a little bit more. Okay. This is all flat ground, so it kind of makes it a pain. It doesn't have, there's no rolling, so I can't just let her coast in and then use the brakes and the carts like I normally would. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars before we clear. I don't think they're all gonna go in there, so we might as well just go ahead and pull them out and then put it into the second siding and then go from there. Let me double check. We got about 6 cars to go, which means we've got 10 in here now. No, not 10. 11 in here now. Yeah, it does not look like enough track for 6 cars, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe a sixth right there, but it would just be simpler. I didn't really want to do this, but I will. I kind of wanted that to be the stopper for it, in a way, since he doesn't have the little bumper things. I forget what they're called now. So we're going to squeeze this track in between here and extend it just enough out, because we should have almost enough for that train. There. Now if we go too fast, we're just going to yeet ourselves off the track. So I do want to talk about here soon. We will be expanding out to Iron Mine. I have a track pretty much all the way out to the right around the inn on Iron Mine down there, or on Iron in the iron ore mine. But the Iron Mine is actually a little bit up in that crevice, and so we're almost there as it is, but there's still a lot I have to do and get it to. We still have some steep grades. It's got some really steep grades on it, but we will be heading to the Iron Mine, getting a track kind of laid out there here soon, probably in like the next episode or two, and then I will also be expanding that main line. I don't know if you guys remember in the second episode, the west line, or the west yard, how I was talking about that first switch that's going to be the main line once I get continuing it. Well, yeah, I'm going to extend that probably to the ironworks and the refinery here soon. That way we have all of those unlocked. Yes, I know we don't have all the cars for it, but it'll help, and we can see what we need to hook up from there and how we all really want to hook it up other than just the main line. And then the last thing we will expand to is the coal mine, and that's gonna, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take the smelter all the way up to the coal mine, but we might just use the iron mine or try to hook it from the refinery. I doubt that one's gonna work, but we will see when we get to that point. It's not like it's gonna be the next episode. I'm planning on also as well building a roundhouse for the locomotive so we can actually store Betsy and Davis, and I want to be able to have it where you have the 2 storage lines for Betsy and Davis, and then you have um, a firewood depot off one direction, and then sand or a water depot should be on all the storage lines, so that way they can hit the engines and fill them when they're stored. And then I want to have a sand depot in there as well, all in this little roundhouse, so that way we can get ready in the siding all the way over there. We can get ready, however, before we even exit the yard, so that way if we know what we're doing by the time we exit, which we should, um, we can just go ahead and pull those cars out instead of having to figure out something over here, back into here, figure out which ones we want. Plus, this allows in case, like, if an engine, like one of the locomotives is switching while the other one's trying to pull a line of cars out, if we make it to this long, then we clear that switch so they can sit here and be pulling cars in and out of here as well while we're in here. So, that's one beauty about it. Throw all these brakes on. Should only have to throw the last 4 on. Okay, we are good. Okay, we're on couple U. Alright, we're going to pull these guys into the second line, so we'll get this switch ready for the second line. Yep, it's good to go. Alright, and then we'll pull out, switch this switch, and then we'll push the rest of these in there. And this one's going to be a lot easier to get in there because it's only the 10. The other 6 are over there, so we got to go get those and switch them over here. So this may be a little bit of a longer episode, guys. I'm sorry, but I plan to get this done today. This was what was supposed to be in today's video. That's what I'm doing. Kind of taking a break from track work. That smelter, the line to the smelter just kind of was not fun. You think that it would be easy, but no, it's got some stuff to it. We'll take a tour down in a little bit. I know you guys went down there and watched the hyperlapse stuff like that, but there was a modification that me and my brother did when he hopped on that we changed it a little bit, which was there's a turn in there. It was a set of turn. I hooked it to the right, really sharp, and then we went around this little thing, and then we popped out on the other right before the or right behind the other little peak there. I know that doesn't really make sense to you guys, but um, yeah, we had to go redo that because Davis was popping off there. The turn wasn't smooth enough for him. And we want to be able to take 20, 30, 40, 50 cars through that line for you guys. So I think that would be really fun. Take them down a sketchy track like that. So we have to make it at least smooth enough in some spots, like smooth enough for Davis to go down in order for it to be worth anything. I was really half tempted to hook all of these cars and the ones in the yard or the other yard over there all in one train, which would end up being 16 plus 17 cars, which would be about 33 cars. 16 is 32 plus 1. Yeah, 33 cars up to there. And I was like, well, maybe not. Not right now. Because there's still some sections where it's a little tight for Davis still. A little, where he likes to kind of pop off. I haven't really successfully made it down there because I got to get used to it. You can't brake on a corner with that track. With the main line and all the way to the logging camp, oh yeah, you can brake all day, every day. In corners and stuff like that. That track is made for it, but that line is not. With the iron mine, I don't know. I'm kind of just like tuning it as I'm going. And we're gonna still have to tune it here and there. But we've made it pretty far with that line. It's got track pretty frickin' far out there. And let me tell you, it is a journey to get from here all the way to the iron mine. It doesn't seem like it, but you've got to go up that switch, through all that track that you guys seen to the smelter. You got to go from the smelter all the way down, and it stops, like I said, right around the N and the O in iron. So, and it's in that crevice. It's gonna be a beautiful track. Don't get me wrong. There's like a nice waterfall near there. I think at least there's a river, and it's neat. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just it's gonna take some time to get there, and it'll be a beautiful scenic route once it's done. But alright, we're gonna go throw brakes on. I don't want to yeet them cars back too far. And I think I'm just gonna put the other tier 2s in the other line for right now. Get them all hooked up because I'm not quite. Well, we've got a lot we can go back. I really wish I had some like thing I could see that was the back of these so I could tell. You know what we're gonna do? Until he can add the little bumpers on the end, like for the ends of the sidings and stuff like that, that they used to use. I'm gonna use water towers. I guess that between the water tower fire depot and the sand depot, the water tower is easiest to use. And yeah, because I don't want to just back off the track and derail. I know I'm still going to more than likely, but at least I can kind of get a better judgment of where the end of the track is and where I'm at from the locomotive instead of having to run all the way back there because this sighting is a pain. She's losing her pressure. She tell me it's almost time to end the video. So she's telling me. Yeah, she ain't gonna push those cars any farther back. She don't got enough steam to do that. Which this is fine. Like I said, I can just put those other cars over there in the siding later. And switch it, and then we'll switch it later in another the next episode. That will be like the first thing that we'll do. We'll switch the cars all the way over there because they're all still disconnected. So we'll put them all together, and then in the next episode, we'll push them into here, and then we'll work on probably the fire depot lane, and then we will also, like I said, probably start working on the iron mine some more. So we can hopefully get up there. We'll see. Don't quite know how I want to do it yet. But that is going to be all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.